Rubius. What's up? Little Big Robots back video today. You watch video, subscribe, all that jazz if you want. Today I'm going to be looking at something that I've been wondering about for a while. So, as per usual with a lot of my toys, I just buy what I want. I buy what looks cool, but I do have quite a few JoyToy 1/25th scale mecha. This is the Iron Skeleton. Now, somebody tell me, I don't know what all I know, it's made of ABS and PVC. How tall it is, I don't know what that means. But this is, from what I understand, and if any of you are a JoyToy expert out there, please tell me, because I'm so curious about the history of this company. I know the JoyToy 118 scale group on Facebook has a good history on there, but you know, like a kind of a written history. I believe this is an older mech, quite a bit older. One of their first ones or something from this scale. I don't know. I tried to look it up on the official site. You used to be able to find this, but no more. It's no longer there. But as you know, if you followed me, I collect 1/25th scale, so I figured I had to have it. It was only $40 on Big Bad Toy Store. That's not on sale or whatever. That's a standard price. I like the design a lot. I thought the weapons looked interesting, but it was, like I said, I think it was one of their early ones. Really early ones. I don't know 100%. My lamp got in the way. Oh, everything's falling apart. So let's take a look at it. This is a pretty simple design, but I like that. It's much lighter than the other ones, and I'm going to compare it to a few of the other 1/25ths here in a second. As you can, just as I touched that, you can see how much looser that is. Now, I don't know if this is an older one, because I've seen listings for this from 2018 and stuff. That would mean it's at least a 7-year-old or so design. I don't know when JoyToy started their 1/25th line. I don't do the 118 scale lines, just because more cost, but also size and take up shelf space and stuff. So, I'm totally cool with the 1/25th scale. I really enjoy it. It seems to be kind of the perfect little compromise between size and detail. Now, this is interesting. You get these really cool, even the little miniature hands on the front are articulated. That's really cool. They feel a little bit fragile, and I'll compare it to the latest mech, 1/25th mech, to kind of give you an idea. This is, oh boy, so that's a ball joint. Interesting, though, that you would have the tiny arms kind of in the way of the regular arms. That's a little bit weird. But now let's look at the regular hand. Each little part is not jointed, but, you know, that's really, really cool. What I liked about it is it felt a bit more like, I'm always talking about industrial kind of mecha compared to just combat mecha. You get these hollow spaces here, which is very unlike JoyToy. So I don't know what the story is on this one. If you guys or girls or anybody else know out there, let me know. I don't know if it's clickety clackety. No, it's just a tension based. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, okay. So he can do all that fancy stuff. So there you go. I kind of prefer more of, like I said in my last review, I prefer kind of the human style leg, where it's just a bend at the knee like that. I don't really care about the back. There's no reason you need to have it necessarily. I mean, maybe there's some roboticist out there can tell me. But this definitely has JoyToy feel here. This definitely has, the detail they do. It looks great. Oh, you can actually unscrew it there, so that's cool. In case these get loose like that, you can unscrew that and redo it. The designs are really nice. But this was the interesting part, I thought. First of all, it doesn't come with a pilot. So at that time, they must have been selling just the pilots alone. But then you have, oh, wow. I didn't know it was like a half. Oh, this is disgusting. Look at that. Oh, wow. That's really weird. So this is interesting. This is like a, closer to a Warhammer dreadnought, where somebody's kind of entombed inside of it. What is the story here? I wonder if you can take this out. Oh, there you go. You got the little screen on the inside there. I don't know why it says ABC on it, but still nice details there. Let me show you. Let me grab my other guy here. Because this one is one of my favorites, if not my favorite JoyToy mech. A lot of people do not like this mech. In fact, when this came out, it was pretty poorly received because it was cheaper. It didn't use a ratcheted leg system, you know, to keep it in place. It just used this tension, you know. But I absolutely love this design. I actually, when you take the armor off, the naked bot or whatever is really, really cool. Really, really cool mech. This, to me, I always say I like it because it feels like a realistic mech. But you can see my review for this, and I'll put it in the comments or description. But it has this option where you can put your 1/25th pilot on here, almost like a sitting, standing position. Or you can take it out and leave it out, and then you can put a 1/18 figure in there, or other, you know, random figs, as long as you can fit them in there. It's really kind of a generic scale to where you can use that for a lot of different things. And that's what that kind of reminds me of, that maybe you put a figure in there. Was it supposed to work with a certain figure, or you could take it out and put a non-figure? So what I did is I grabbed a 1/25th. How would that even work? So it'd be like a legless. That is really something. What I was thinking though is, would it fit in there like that? Let's fold his legs up. I might have to get a better one. Oh, they fold up really well. I forgot. Get one that doesn't. This is pretty. The armor on this one's pretty light. I've taken off a lot of his stuff. You could probably take those pieces off if it doesn't quite fit. I wonder if it like fits. Oh wow, look at that. It doesn't even fit. No matter how you do it. So that is really something. What is that? I saw the image. It literally would be for like a legs off. I mean, you could take one of your 120. Even arms would have to come off, I think. It's almost like like I said, like it's like a dreadnought. Anybody know the story on this? Let me know. This is really weird. How it also comes out. Like, it's just really strange, but a good part of the collection. I really like the bot. As I said, these little mini arms are cool. Maybe they help him get in and out of the, I don't know, but I don't know why you'd have them kind of placed here. They're kind of in a weird spot. You can't get them out of the way. Maybe if they were mounted more here or something, or on the front of the armor here or something, because as you can see, as you move the arms in regularly, they definitely are getting in the way there. This is interesting how it's hollowed out here. So you can definitely see some of the landmarks, or the hallmarks, I should say, of JoyToy. I almost like it like that, without the big arms. That's actually, to me, more interesting. Anyway, so there's that one. I thought it'd be interesting to compare it to the latest one that I just reviewed. If you want to see this, put it in the description, or just didn't look at my videos. There's a scale size. You can see the difference in detail. There's definitely seemingly more surface detail on this, but this one is more. This is the last release. This is more of an action figure, honestly, than a JoyToy mech. It's almost like a JoyToy action figure. The hands are not posable. They're already posed for you. And that's, you know, the reason you buy a JoyToy mech is because of that posability. I thought this would be interesting to compare it to probably the largest one in the 1/25th line, which is this monster. And this one barely comes up to its thigh. Now these are both 1/25th scale. I'll show you the opening here. This is one of my favorites too. This guy is great. Great fun. There's this pilot in there. So that is strange. What is the deal on that? Is there something I'm missing? See, I don't know the lore and stuff. That would be cool to be like a maintenance mech or something, you know, helps him in the field load ammo or something. Like I said, if you could take off this, it's kind of ratcheted there. Take off these two arms, look at it like that. You see what I mean? It's almost like that is like a suit you would use in, like, you know, dangerous, like a radioactive area, or you know, a bomb disarmament bot or something. You know, that's really, really cool. That's really, really cool. So that's interesting. I wonder if these are meant to kind of go back or something, or hide, or, I mean, they do crazy stuff as usual. But I mean, the design is great, but it definitely does feel like not a prototype, but this is when they hit their stride. You know, this monstrosity here is just so cool. And this was a little bit more. This is probably 80 to 120, depending on where you get it and when. I don't even have all the stuff on them, all those guns and stuff. This is a great, you see every little finger moves and stuff. So that's an interesting comparison. But again, I think it kind of reminds me more of this guy, which I absolutely love that guy. Oh, here's the weapon. It's got this giant weapon thing, which feels really light. Some of their guns now feel completely solid. So this feels really, really light. But you can definitely see the JoyToy kind of design ethos in there. You know, they got a little dry brushing they put on there. Let's scoot these guys out of the way. And then you got this. This was really interesting. It's an axe. You don't see too many melee weapons in JoyToy. You see some blades and stuff, but not a ton. So this would be a cool little pose, bro. Let's see here. Open his hand. I like the hands. I like how fine the fingers are. That's actually really cool. It's a different vibe for JoyToy. See how that's kind of in the way? So maybe that's why this one didn't sell that much. I don't know. There you go. But now these guys are just in the way. I wonder if you take them off, if that makes any difference. That's kind of cool looking too, if you minus those things. That's another thing about modern JoyToy is you can take off their arms, you can swap parts. They're not a modular system necessarily, but they're pretty close. But that is just something else. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I like it for sure, but this is just so strange. Is it meant to be a one-off, like a concept or something? I don't know. It's really, really cool looking though. This leg is loose. This leg is not. This leg is actually pretty tight. Oh, there it goes. So that's not surprising considering how inexpensive it was. But again, this is great. You can just unscrew them and put you a little gel or something in there, a little rubber cement or something, and tighten that back up, a little paint or something. Because these guys typically, I don't think you can unscrew them anywhere. I don't think so. See how you have these like extra little parts for hanging stuff on? That's something that this is missing. But still, really interesting. I thought it'd be kind of cool I'm glad to add it to the collection because I'm not necessarily trying to get every JoyToy 1/25th mech. A lot of them are the same mech with just a few optional parts and coloring, like there's the Iron Wrecker, there's the, that kind of a thing. But I love these early ones where it seems like they were trying to figure out what they were doing. But what is that? That is so strange. Anyway, everybody, I thought it'd be interesting for you JoyToy fans or mecha fans to take a look at that. Interesting design, not perfect by any means. I was going to say, does it turn on the waist? Yeah, it turns a little bit on the waist. But a cool little bot all the same, so not bad. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.